Who went to college here at Miami. He led the NFC in both kickoff returns and punt returns. And the Colts have had a hard time all season covering kicks. It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
We were with the Colts on Thursday. Directional kick outside the numbers. They've got him. But what happens when you're so worried about Devin Hester? You don't attack. And Devin Hester finally goes, look, there's a big opening. He takes it, and he just outruns everybody.
Devin Hester, you are ridiculous.
You okay?
My headphones maxed out or something?
No, it's the same that it's always been.
Is it?
Can you hear Jimmy?
I'm getting old.
You are.
I can hear Jimmy's thoughts.
I hope not, because Jimmy did.
Jimmy got sold.
Guys, is Devin Hester? That's a stupid question. He's the greatest returner ever,
Yes.
and he's finally getting his flowers. He's going into Canton. I think that position needs a lot more respect. You got guys like Devin Hester, Dante Hall, amongst Josh Cribbs. I think
Cordell Patterson.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of guys out there that's an actual position on the field, and the fact that Devin Hester gets recognized, it's amazing. It's great. It's good for the sport. Breeze, I know you got thoughts on this. This is your guy.
Long overdue. What took so long? I don't understand that. We got punters in there. We got kickers in there.
Yep.
What are we doing? Like literally, what are we doing?
There's centers in the Hall of Fame. They snap the ball.
Hey, whoa.
That's important.
I don't
Hey.
stand for no center slander.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not center
Centers
Yeah.
are the quarterbacks of the offensive line.
Right, and how many of them actually changed the game?
A lot.
No,
You got a bad center.
No,
it's
no,
very
no.
obvious.
Have you ever seen
revolutionized
Have
the
you
game?
ever seen Jeff Saturday and Peyton go to work?
Hold on.
Come on now.
Did Jeff Saturday make the NFL change any rules?
Make him change rules.
That position is really hard to
A
do.
one-to-one comparison with him and
I'm saying you're right. No, listen, there's offensive linemen who clearly, if they're on that side, you can't touch the quarterback, right? Like Deion Sanders, he cut off a whole side of the field. Cool. There's right tackles, left tackles that never let their quarterback get sacked. Devin Hester made the NFL change rules.
Cousin has thoughts.
That's true, but I mean, like to
That's
say
all
a
right,
center
Mike.
they're important because you don't want somebody just dropping right in the lap of the quarterback every time.
Oh, that might go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jason Kelsey, Lamar doesn't have to worry about any pressure right up the middle, and we can take a good example because look at Russell Wilson
Jalen.
with his center. Lloyd Cushenberry's weak, is not mobile, and he gets thrown back into Russell Wilson's lap every single game. So I'm saying like they're important, but I'm not gonna say like they're better than the left tackle, but they are important. It's
Oh no, listen.
All right, we don't have to get into it.
I know centers are
into a
important.
whole
The whole
spiel
point
about
was Devin
centers.
Hester.
Devin Hester.
There's no reason that Devin Hester should be a third ballot Hall of Famer. He's the best ever at what he did.
yeah.
Get him
Fair
in
enough.
first.
If you're the best at whatever it is you're doing on a football field,
Correct.
you deserve to be in there.
End of discussion.
Shout out Devin.
That brought back such a memory. That video, I remember I was at Shane's house watching that live, and I was crying.
I actually
First
thought
play.
the Bears were gonna win.
I had my Payne Manning jersey on. I was like, this is over. I was 10. Right?
There were two of us on this couch crying that day.
Welcome one, welcome all, welcome near, welcome far, welcome to the world's greatest sports podcast.
Burr.
Somebody said podcast.
Burr.
Episode 150. Shots.
Nice.
Is it 150?
Hey,
It's
I think it
episode
is.
150.
150. That's crazy.
Oh, you got your bag. Got your bag of water right there.
Sipping water. Hey.
Took a shot of
Smart
water.
guy.
Ain't mad at that.
Look at that. Look at you prepared people.
For those of you who tune into us on a week-to-week basis, you may not notice this guy on the couch. He's never around. That's my cousin Matt, South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, welcome, cousin Matt.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Don't be scared of that mic. Don't be scared of it.
Choke up on it.
Whoa. That's
I'm just
That's
saying,
wild.
actually insane, bro.
That's wild. I'm gonna send this to people, and I gotta hear that.
Yeah, edit that out.
No, I'm leaving that.
He's a future occupational therapist.
Nice.
So we'll be calling him doctor, right? Dr. Matt.
And a year
I
and a
like
half.
that.
Appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank you.
nice.
How much more months you got?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Okay. Almost there.
He's ready. He know exactly how long. He got.
USF alum.
Okay, yeah, go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Yes, sir.
And he's a South Carolina Gamecock
Fan.
fan.
Can't just end it.
Denver Bronco, and he's a sports head, so he's gonna be chopping it up with us on the couch. We got a packed show. We got Asha's got a gripe coming in hot. You know, I'm sure y'all will enjoy it. We got NFL big week this week.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Y'all went to a Super Bowl in Mexico. We'll talk about that
Went to
later.
a couple.
You feel me?
We also got NBA, and Chai's got a big bag. So let's get some of these sponsors out the way and do our due diligence before we jump right into it. Our first sponsor is the Red Lady Rum Punch, the official beverage of the Somebody Said podcast. You can check them out online at theredladyrumpunch.com. You could order a can or a bottle online. And they have over 87 locations from here to Georgia. So check them out. If you're in St. Pete, just stop at your nearest convenience store. It'll be on the shelf. Also, we are sponsored by Window to Wall Solution, where they build a dream home for a reality price.
Trying to sell a house. No. Still ain't sold.
I mean, it's what, week 4?
I don't know. I actually haven't been checking it like that. Yeah.
Hey man, my guy trying to sell a house. It's
It's
beautiful.
gonna sell.
It'll sell.
What's going
They
sell?
sell it's hotcakes, man. They sell itself. Just come take a look. Can we give the location or no?
Yeah, 5137 9th Avenue South, Gulfport, Florida.
My man, that
Check
thing
him out.
ready.
I gotta pay the taxes on it.
Come get this house.
I needed to sell. I'm paying the taxes on this house. I need to sell.
It'll sell. Check us out on the socials. Check us out on Instagram at Somebody Said Podcast. Check us out on Twitter at Somebody Said Pod. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost close to having live shows. We just need a few more subscribers. At Somebody Said Sports on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, watch the video, comment. We like all comments, pettiness, whatever you got, we'll take it. Also, check out the website where Bree should have an article coming at ssbsports.com. You said you had one in the tuck.
I said I did say I have.
You had
thoughts.
a few in the tuck.
I have
That's what you
thoughts. I do.
said. Breeze has thoughts. Me and Pump occasionally have thought. Matt, if you have thoughts about the Gamecocks, you could hop
man.
on the website.
You gonna live with them just the Gamecocks?
They are the
You got
Gamecocks.
cock thoughts?
Come on, man.
All right,
You're
we
making
not
it
gonna-
weird.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this all show.
Yeah,
You can say
we're
like
not.
cocky thoughts.
Cocky thoughts.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I celebrate Cocktober.
All right, bro.
It's a thing.
You could create. You could go on the website, create your profile, and you could vent about what the. I actually watched the LSU game. I thought they played like trash. So
We did play
you
like
could,
trash.
You could go on there and talk about that game.
Talk about Badcock.
All right, bro.
Okay, now
Moving on.
you're yeah.
That's a store in
Moving
St.
on.
Pete.
Moving on.
Check out the website. It's a lot to do on there. Go ahead and check us out. So like I said on last episode, it is Black History Month. We celebrate Black History Month on this podcast. It's a podcast with black men on it. So we got to celebrate it.
Let's do it.
So each week I will identify an unsung hero in our black community that maybe someone does not know about, not Jackie Robinson, not the Hank Aaron stories, but someone you may not know, and I'll just highlight them for this episode. This week, our guy, Willie O'Ree, he was the first NHL player to ever play. While Arthur Dorrington was the first black player to sign with an NHL contract in 1950, O'Ree was the first player to actually play on the actual ice on January 18, 1958. He debuted with the Boston Bruins against the Montreal Canadiens,
Ooh.
becoming the first black player in league history. In his career, O'Ree played 22 years between the NHL and the minor league. So shout out to my guy Willie.
It's interesting how progressive Boston
was about to say
sports
Boston.
actually are.
The sports teams,
Right.
Breeze hates
The
Boston.
city itself.
Terrible.
Hey, you cannot hate on that. You can't hate on it. You hate Boston,
Not
but
around my
you gotta,
niggas.
I ain't hating on Willie, but
Yeah,
I'm
I was
hating
like,
on the
Boston.
Bruins.
I was like, whoa.
I mean, look what they did with Bill Russell.
It must have been crazy for Willie back in the day, man.
Come on, man.
Probably crazy-
Somebody dropped a deuce
crazy
in
for
Bill
his family
Russell's
now.
bed.
Bro, it was
I'm
bad.
sure it was worse for Willie because
Yeah.
basketball is a black sport.
Yeah,
you know,
NHL?
this is hockey back in the 50s.
He heard some stuff. I mean, there's actually still a lot of issues with racial discrimination in hockey today. So
I thought you
I
were
can
saying
only
Boston.
imagine. Oh well, yeah, that too. So I can only imagine the things that he went through in 1950. So yeah, big shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Willie.
That's fire.
For real.
All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into NFL.
That's not where we're going.
That's literally what he said we were doing.
Fine.
We're
So you got to plug. It's a tuba thing, shouty.
no.
After this,
Actually, yeah, that would be fire. I actually would not. You're right.
I'll try to figure that out.
Pump. You got something in the tuck for us that you want. We got papers. You handed out papers like we had a test, a class test.
You know what?
That we couldn't look at. What you got
There
set up
is a
for us?
class test.
All right.
So
Can we look at it?
absolutely flip them over, guys. In the honor of the Super Bowl, okay, I pulled out some Super Bowl teams, winning and losing, right, since the 2000s. I didn't want to go back too far for you guys, right? I know you guys are youngins, but what I gave you is
looking at my
pretty
paper?
much the starting lineups of skill positions, the position and the college. I want you guys to look at them and see if you guys can guess the team.
Is this the
The
Eagles?
team. Wait.
Yeah. So hold on. So we'll start at the top. So again, I gave you each skill position and I gave you the college that person went to.
Yeah,
We got to guess
okay.
the player.
No,
Wait, so read it out. So
right,
the first first section.
All right.
read it out.
So first team, quarterback went to Delaware.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Why?
but the Ravens.
Relax,
people.
guys.
Calm down.
Sorry.
Wide receiver, Mississippi Valley State. Second wide receiver went to Notre Dame. Starting running back went to Tennessee. Starting tight end went to BYU. And guys, guesses around the horn.
Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the quarterback,
No, for the team.
Team guy.
49ers.
No, it's the Ravens.
Is your guess the 49ers?
Hold on. Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Breeze?
Yeah, Ravens.
All you guys are wrong.
What?
That is the starting lineup for the 2002 Oakland Raiders. Rich Gannon.
Oh, Rich Gannon and
Mississippi Valley State.
and my
Jerry
boy
Rice.
and
Tim Brown, Notre Dame. Charlie
Tim
Garner,
Brown.
Tennessee. And the starting tight end is Doug Jolly.
So I saw Mississippi Valley State and I thought Jerry Rice. That's why I said the 49ers. But I'm like, who's the quarterback though?
So that's how the game is
All right,
going.
I
All
like
right.
it.
All right. So second team. Quarterback, Nevada. Wide receiver, starting wide receiver, Texas Tech. Second
That's
wide
right.
receiver, Marshall. Running back, Miami. Tight end, Maryland.
49ers.
Okay. 49ers.
Yeah, because Texas Tech was your boy who flamed out.
Crabtree.
Yeah, Mike Crab.
That is the 2019. Hold on, was that 2000? Oh, what year was that? Whatever the Colin Kaepernick,
Kaepernick
Niners were.
year.
They played
So,
the Ravens. that
right.
year.
So
Yeah.
Kaepernick,
Yeah.
Crabtree, Randy Moss, Frank Gore, and Vernon Davis.
Yep.
All right. Third team, quarterback, Eastern Illinois. Running back, Indiana. Wide receiver, South Carolina. Second wide receiver, SMU. Tight end, Illinois.
This the Eagles?
No.
Is that your guess? Yeah. Okay. Eagles, we got one.
Breeze go.
Oh wait, no.
I'm going Steelers.
Steelers. All right. Breeze, what you got?
Where's the Vikings?
Man, that Eastern Illinois, man. Like I know I should know that.
Wait, cause
Golly, Eastern Illinois.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl winners.
I'm gonna do you no
Or
just
losers.
Super Bowl participants.
Give me. This is wrong, but give me Pittsburgh.
That is also the 2019 49ers. Starting quarterback, Jimmy G.
Jimmy.
Running back,
Hello.
Tevin Coleman.
Wow,
Debo Samuel, South
And I'm
Carolina.
like receivers from
SMU?
South Carolina.
Emmanuel Sanders. And Ken Dilger at tight end.
Emmanuel. Oh.
All right.
Emmanuel
And the last
Sanders.
one, starting quarterback, Florida Gators.
Shanesville.
Starting running back, UVA. First wide receiver, Michigan State. Second wide receiver, Fresno State. And tight end, Wake Forest. Had to make this one the hardest. You guys aren't going to
What
do this.
It has to be.
the Gator went to the Super Bowl.
It's got to be
Anybody?
your boy.
Oh, Bears.
Okay. Oh, Bears.
I'm going with my cousin to say Bears.
Go Bears. Breeze.
I don't know this one.
What was Jit's name? The quarterback. What's that fool's name? He's one of them rando Florida quarterbacks.
I'm real curious.
It wasn't Cam.
No, it's not Cam. It's not.
There wasn't a lot of them either.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Clearly wasn't Tebow. It was the. He was white, which that doesn't help.
That doesn't help either. What, Danny Werfel?
No, it's not that far back. It's not
Is that
Danny.
Rex Grossman?
I'm thinking Rex.
It's Rex.
I'm thinking Rex.
So then the team is
Bears.
Team is the 2006 Chicago Bears. Starting quarterback, Rex Grossman. Running back, Thomas Jones. Michigan State, Muhsin Muhammad.
That's the receiver I was thinking.
Second wide receiver, Bernard Berrien. And tight end, Desmond Clark.
Bernard Berrien. That's the last.
First
Right.
and last.
That's
Yeah.
when I got into football.
This year.
So yeah, man.
I like that.
That was
That actually was fun. That was pretty
fun.
dope.
Yeah. Dang, Rex Grossman. That's
didn't
a
know
Bears
you
fan.
were
How did you
sexy.
enjoy?
That's gross.
We lost because we had Rex Grossman as our quarterback. Devin and the defense did all they could do.
No, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was definitely.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good game. Kudos to you, man.
Man, no doubt.
Speaking of Super Bowl 58 is this Sunday. Headlined by the prolific, the elite, the generational Usher Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Usher, baby.
Yeah.
Featuring the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. This is a rematch of Super Bowl 54 4 years ago, where Kyle Shanahan had one of his worst coaching efforts, in my opinion, where he kind of choked that game away for his team. The defense will be the center of the stage in this one. They both boast top 10 defenses. The Chiefs, they're number 2 in the league. The 49ers are number 8th in the league in total defense. So we could possibly see a defensive struggle. Well, I hope not. I want to see some offense, but that could possibly happen. Most people would give the edge to the Niners when it comes to offense, even though the Chiefs, they've been on the uptick as of late. Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they're starting to get it going. So we'll see how that happens on this Sunday. But for this game, I think it's going to come down to these quarterbacks. Mr. Irrelevant against, some would say, one of the greatest to ever play the game, even though he's still early in his career. And some would say it's premature, but a guy like Chubba Purdy could kind of stamp his name. Brock. I'm thinking
That's his
Florida
brother, right?
State, Chubba. Shout out to Chubba.
No.
Brock Purdy.
Shouts out to Chubba.
A guy like Brock Purdy could kind of stamp his stake, his name in the NFL with a win over Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl. What will it take for either of these teams to walk away with the hardware come Sunday?
Star play. I think these defenses are very equally matched. I think the 49ers kind of got exposed a little bit throughout these playoffs because, again, the Niners defense looked really good throughout the year because they always had a lead, right? So when they're not playing with a lead, now all of a sudden, are they a little shaky? But I think over the years, we've known that I give the Niners defense the same respect that we kind of give the KC offense because I've seen that Niners defense be dominant.
He's trusted.
We've seen that, right? The same way we've seen the KC offense put up points. So now all of a sudden come playoff time, it's like, well, KC should get back to doing what they're doing. Maybe the Niners will get back to doing what they're doing. So at that point, if both defenses are playing how they're going to play, I can't even call it, what quarterback will make the right play, because I feel like what the 49ers lack at quarterback power, they have in just talent around the quarterback.
Sounds like you're taking the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely taking the 49ers because I think that the Chiefs obviously have the best quarterback, but I don't think they have the better weapons. The 49ers have more weapons.
Yeah.
So to me, it should be one of the best Super Bowls we've seen in a while, I think, on paper, because so many things kind of cancel each other out. And now who's going to make the right play? I feel like the defense can make the best play, or maybe Pacheco makes a huge run, or maybe Brock Purdy steps up and hits Christian McCaffrey in the flat and he makes a great run. I feel like it's going to be one of those kind of games. It's going to be a great game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Parties at your house, too.
Hey, man, let's go.
I'm going to let Cousin Matt go first. What you think?
I agree with what you said. I really appreciate the Niners defense. To me, they've always talked about it all season. You can run on them. And how you mentioned, they always have the lead. They can just pin their ears back, let Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Armstead, Hargrave try to get after the quarterback. But with Mahomes, and we've seen in the playoffs, you went against Jordan Love and Jared Goff. None of those quarterbacks really evoke confidence with me, especially when it gets tight. And we've seen in both times when you had the lead, you choke it away. With Mahomes, we've never seen Mahomes give up a lead.
Right.
Give him 10 points, it's a wrap. I think you can run on the 49ers defense, and I think their secondary is susceptible to a big play, to man coverage, since they lost their safety. I forget his name.
The second coming of Palomalu.
Yeah. Him. I love Kyle Shanahan's schematic play and everything like that. I feel like in the big games he tries to overdo it, and it's gonna cost him, because you got Andy Reid coming off a bye week, Pat Mahomes off a bye week. They're dangerous. That's like, and the offense is that much dangerous because you give Pacheco and all them boys another week to get healthy. They can run on. You got Rice, Kelsey, and then the defense is just good enough where they can play man coverage. I don't know if Brock Purdy can have. He's gonna have enough time to get the ball off, because Chris Jones is in the middle. He's not on the edge with Trent Williams. He's in the middle. So he's gonna push that pocket right back into Brock Purdy, and we've seen him. He gets skittish, and I know with the Chiefs defense, they have two all-pro corners, Duffy and Snead, with Reed in the back end. That, to me, I'm gonna choose the Chiefs. I'm probably gonna. We doing points? We just
I'm gonna call points at the end.
Yeah, we can get there.
I'm just gonna say I'm choosing the Chiefs. I just trust Andy Reid, the offense, and I like their defense to hold steady with the Niners defense.
So what happens because not to cut you off, Breeze, or anything, but what happens when I'm assuming the 49ers are going to take Travis Kelce away? You're just not going to let him play one-on-one with your linebackers or your safeties. What happens when he's erased from the game? What then?
That's never happened with Mahomes playing the Chiefs in the past, 3-4 matchups. He's diced up the Niners.
Somewhat, you learn from your mistakes. And I think Shanahan and the staff is smart enough to say, hey, that's their weapon. Yeah. Let these other guys who may make a catch, may not, let's let them play on the big stage.
I think Rice is a big factor. I think he's been coming on during the playoffs.
Right.
If he's been playing, if he's going to play in the Super Bowl the way that he's been playing in these playoffs, then it's like, all right, well, fine, double Kelce. Rice has been making plays for us.
I'm living with that. He hasn't been on the stage. I'm okay with that.
I hear you. And MVS comes through when he wants to come through.
Shout out to Lakewood.
Listen, you know I'm going to talk about St. Pete regardless.
You can't teach it. You can't teach St. Pete. You can teach a crab how to do arithmetic, but you can't teach St. Pete.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm gonna pick up what you was on. The Niners haven't held a team under 100 rushing yards in the playoffs yet. And they have not gone. I mean, the Lions have a good rushing attack. The Packers don't have an amazing rushing attack. We didn't expect the Packers to come out and punch them in the mouth like that, literally running it right at them. The Chiefs' record when rushing for 100 plus, 5-2 this year. That does not bode well for a defense that's struggling to run the ball, because the last thing you want to give Pat Mahomes is another weapon in the run game. Right. We know Pacheco, when he runs downhill, right? And he runs harder as the game goes. Pump, you said, I think the last couple of weeks, you don't want to tackle that late in games. And he's been doing it all night. You're sick of him. This field is soft. They're already mentioning the conditions on the field. He's going to batter that field up. He's going to run through people. You don't want to do that. Over under how many years it's been since the last time the 49ers beat the Chiefs? The over-under is 7.5.
Under.
I might take the over on that.
In the last how many years?
7.5. Over-under. Last time the 49ers beat the Chiefs.
It might have been when Alex Smith was the quarterback.
Shout out to Alex Smith. I'm gonna take the under too, I guess.
10 years.
Wow.
Oh,
They have not beaten the Chiefs in 10 years. Now, we all know that streaks are meant to be broken.
Right.
But I think that last 10 years, and more specifically of recent, it's just shown when it really comes down to it, and you really got to get that win, don't bet against Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid facing against the Niners, whether it's Shanahan or whoever else. So I would be foolish to sit up here and then take the 49ers. I've been big on the Niners all year. I've been questioning the Chiefs all year. But I don't know. I think, Unc, you said it.
Yeah.
This ain't the Chiefs we saw in Week 10.
You're taking the. You said the Niners. You're taking the Chiefs.
I said the Niners?
Yeah.
No, I said I would be foolish to sit up here and take the Niners.
Gotcha.
Give me the Chiefs.
Okay.
This ain't the Chiefs we saw weeks 8 through 17. It's just not, man. They look like the Chiefs that we have been waiting to see, and I picked against them last week. I'm not going to sit up here and pick against them again, man. Give me the Chiefs.
All right. Pump, me and you are in the minority here because I'm going with the Niners, and I'm going with the same reasons as you. I know it's going to come down to the quarterbacks, and I feel like Purdy, he's a gamer. And when you have a gamer at quarterback and you have weapons across the board, you have a tight end that could stretch the field if he needs to. Your fullback goes out the backfield and make catches. Christian McCaffrey, I think he's going to be an X factor. He's going to sneak out the backfield. He's going to catch passes, and he's going to lean on you late in that game. And Debo, if he's healthy, which I think he had the bye week to get healthy, so he should come out and he should play a role in that running game as well as be a mismatch in the passing game as well. And I like Ayuk as well. Ayuk, he's a route runner. He can catch. He's healthy. Like when healthy, I think he's one of the top receivers in the league.
No, he's not. Don't do that.
I think he is.
I think he's really good. I think he's really good.
he's up there, top
He's
15.
cast for the friendly ghost half the time.
All right,
Stop that.
he'll show up.
Stop
He'll
that.
show up.
I want to let you finish first, but the fact that you started by saying it's going to come down to the quarterbacks and Brock Purdy is a gamer like Pat. Have Black Mahomes ain't standing on the other side of that
I'm not
field.
insinuating that he's better than Pat Mahomes by any
Okay.
means. I'm just saying
it came
the
out of
surrounding.
certain.
In all
It's more about the
supporting
weapons
cast, yeah.
around him. Okay.
In all honesty, Unc,
That
I
ain't how it
was with you,
came
and
out.
I saw Breeze make that phase, and to me, I was thinking, you know what, in situations where, and I think we've seen it, even when you guys won, your Super Bowl, that's when Pat had his full complement of weapons. He had Cheetah, he had Kelsey, he had all these other guys. The Bucs said, you know what, we're gonna do what we do and make you just do everything. Right. And they did that, right? To where, for me, with Brock Purdy, he doesn't have to necessarily do everything. Right. He has to make the right play and when he has to make football. It. Correct, right? So where, okay, let's try to get the run game going. We have a running back that's good enough to do that. Mm-hmm. We have a line that's good enough to get the run game going. Then we have a tight end that can get open.
Until then Chris Jones is in the middle.
But so hold on.
Chris Jones is wrecking all of those plans.
You have to look at the dynamics of that offense. They could quick pass with
slow
Debo.
It down.
They can.
When he banned down screen passes last week, I called that out.
Again, the thing is, from
the weapons are different.
From me with the 49ers, they have weapons at all skill positions. They have Great Kittle. Yep. They have Ayuk. Yep. They have Debo. Mm-hmm. They have Christian McCaffrey. They have weapons that at any, it's almost like playing GTA or something where you go through your little cache of weapons, right? You got the shotgun, you got the Uzi, you got all these things. That's Brock Purdy.
Stop hanging out with your son.
Yeah, it's fun, man. But that's Christian McCaffrey. He can go through whatever he wants to do, and that's kind of Kyle Shanahan. If Kyle Shanahan doesn't get in his own way.
That's
right.
That's
if he doesn't try to out coach Andy Reid, because in all honesty, that's where they're going to lose.
Let me ask y'all this, and I know we said we can't stay too long on a lot of stuff. We got a lot going on. Who has looked more vulnerable in this postseason?
The 49ers.
Niners.
Hold on. I'll throw something out there to you, Breeze. In all honesty, look at what the Chiefs have done, and again, I know that offense has looked a little bit better, but the Ravens defense is really good. Buffalo Bills defense this year was pretty good. Combined, they scored 40-something points total? They scored 17 against the Ravens. They got shut out the second half. And against the Bills, they scored 27 points. So it's not like the Chiefs' offense has just been lighting it up to where
And Josh Allen was in position to win that game.
sure. So again, to me, if another defense is there, they have to beat 3 great defenses in a row. I'm not saying they can't do it because clearly it's Pat Mahomes.
I mean, in the Niners defense hasn't looked great.
Right.
That doesn't mean they're
just
not
hasn't.
great though.
It
They have the
doesn't
pieces.
mean they're not due.
They
the
they
same
have the
thing we're
pieces.
saying about the Chiefs doesn't mean they're not due.
Matt,
You can't
gotta
play from
talk-
behind with Kansas City. I'm gonna tell you that.
Right.
You had a
That
thought.
playing from behind ain't gonna cut it.
'Cause you brought up the Bucks Chiefs Super Bowl when that was Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes didn't have no offensive line. That was a game when he ran for his life, and they were dropping. They think they dropped maybe like 3 touchdowns in their hands.
Was it 500 yards scrambling?
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then the defense has gone against the Miami Dolphins, which were proclaimed the best offense, the most explosive offense in the entire league. Right. And then they went against the Buffalo Bills, the hottest team in the league, going into the playoffs, dispatched them. And then the Ravens, the proclaimed best team in the league, dispatched them. Did enough what they had to do to win the game. The 49ers got past Jordan Love's ineptitude in the fourth quarter. It was bad. Fourth quarter. The Lions
wasn't good.
You had that game. To say like, oh, the Jared Goff had the chance to win it. I mean, the Lions had a whole half to win it. They chose to. I'm sure y'all talked about it. Dan Campbell.
You could view it the other way. Like you could view it that the defense.
it's-
stepped
Nah,
up.
take the field goal, bro. What are we doing?
It's either way you wanted to
No,
view
man,
it.
take the field goal. What are we doing?
It's either way you want to view it to help your argument. But to say like the Niners escaped 2 games, but they won those games. They took them away. Same with the Chiefs. They put those teams away. Lamar and them were never comfortable. Josh Allen, yeah, he was doing plays, but you never were like, they don't look comfortable. Tua didn't look comfortable. Spags, I think, is going to have a game plan where you probably won't shut down all those weapons. You can't. But you can make it very uncomfortable for Brock Purdy to pick and dice around. That's
Good point.
Do you want my spot on this show?
All right,
That's fantastic.
that's why I brought him on. He knows his stuff. But
Man, that was amazing.
all
I
right,
got
so
nothing else to say.
let's jump right into it. Chai, of course, he says, "FYI, give me Mahomes getting points all day long." Chiefs 23-21.
Okay.
Pump, what you got?
I like that score 23-21. Give me 24-21 49ers.
I got 31-21. I'm Chiefs by 10. I'm saying.
Give me Chiefs 24-19.
Give me Niners 24-17.
All right.
And Usher shuts the show down.
It's going to be a good show.
Think-
What song does he start with?
You don't have to,
Not end with. What
tough.
song does he
That's
start
tough.
with?
That's
And no,
tough.
give me just don't take too long on it. Just
you
give
don't
me
have
something.
you don't have to call? I hope.
You make me
You don't
wanna.
have to call.
Okay.
I hope he plays that at least.
You make me want to.
Maybe wanna. Okay.
He said he's going to be R&B, though. So I'm curious.
That falls in there. That falls in that range,
I'm
right?
just-
He's got to close with yeah, right?
I think so.
Or does he open with, yeah?
Nah, you can't.
Nah,
open
you can't
with
open with. You got that's got to be the closer.
That's his biggest hit.
He might
Yeah,
have
that's
went,
the
oh my
closer.
God.
You don't have to
Oh.
call.
I thought about Oga.
I'm thinking you don't have to call.
Okay.
Okay, you with me? I hope he plays it at least. You got to play that.
I think he starts real slow. With
Listen,
Confessions.
that man has 30
You
years
don't,
worth
you don't
of
open
material.
up with confession.
Why not?
At the
It's
Super
Usher.
Bowl? That's like middle of the show.
That's
you
Usher.
feeling the crowd.
This is
Let me
Usher.
confess.
This is Usher.
In all honesty, I wouldn't mind looking at or trying to see like highlights from his Vegas show to see if
trying to
it's
steal from
yeah.
that.
You think he's going to do Lovers and Friends?
You think Keke Palmer's gonna be front row?
Too slow for the Super Bowl. All right, man.
All right. What else do we have? Do we want to
That's it,
intertwine
man.
Chai's NFL
Yeah,
question?
just go weave the bag in there. Let's knock it out.
So Chai's bell bag, NFL question number 1. Now that they're both in the NFL, which Harbaugh gets to the Super Bowl first? Both have been there.
Give me John. I think he's got the.
Whoa.
I think he still has the better team, and right now the better quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're talking about better teams, he's got the better defense. Even though that defense has a ton of talent for the Chargers, it was just, I mean,
Mismanaged.
come on, Brandon should have been gone 3 years ago, right? And now Lamar Jackson. Will I take Lamar over Justin Herbert? Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
Not you over there giving Lamar love.
I give Lamar love a lot of times.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Nah, you
I
didn't
don't
even
know
want that
about
black
that.
man to get paid.
That's not what I said. No,
Oh, no.
hold on.
I don't know about that.
No, that's not what I said.
We're not doing this. We
Yeah,
on
go
the-
go
we on
back
the-
and go back and look at the
He said pull the tape.
pull the tape.
I'll pull it.
That's crazy.
You want to pay him?
No, pull the tape. I'm not paying him.
All right. To answer the question, I'm with him though. Give me John.
Same, John.
Give me John. It's an easy question. You got Lamar. Lamar gets one before he gets out the league.
They're this close. It's not like
What do they need?
Receivers, real receivers.
I bet Jim gets fired first.
I think they need just one.
Neither gets fired.
Steady receiver like
I
a
bet
Gabe
Jim gets
Davis.
fired first.
Gabe Davis.
No.
no.
If you,
John ain't gonna know it.
you can
Gabe
go- you can-
Davis.
I'm thinking like
He
free
gave him
agency.
the compliment too early.
Drake.
I'm thinking about the free agency because they're not going to get T. Higgins. You're not going to get Michael Pittman. You probably won't get Ayuk.
Why not? Why are they automatically out on those top? Actually,
Because T and Michael are franchise tags, and I think Ayuk will price himself out of Baltimore.
I don't think IU getting that bad like
Go
that.
get Stephon Diggs. He wants out of Buffalo.
You talking about
All right,
guys
let's
to put
keep it
into
rolling.
Baltimore?
This free agency.
All right.
All right, let's keep it.
Chai's second NFL question. With my Washington football team hiring Cliff Kingsbury as the new OC, does that all but signal that the Bears will keep Justin Fields and bring home franchise quarterback Caleb Williams?
Not at all. No.
Means nothing.
That
Means
doesn't mean
nothing.
anything
Smoke
at all.
screens?
Yeah. Again, sources. Caleb is not going to pull a John Elway or Eli Manning and say, I'm not going to play for Chicago. He doesn't want to be a villain.
No,
So
he's not built like
Apparently,
that.
he wants part ownership, though.
And that's
No,
that's
that's a
also
rumor.
that's also
He's
something that's
not
kind of
doing
thrown out
that,
there.
man.
All right.
He's probably gonna get picked. The Bears are gonna pick him, or else the Bears get a haul for the number one pick. I mean, there's gonna be teams that are going to come in and say, "Hey, we'll give you the world for Caleb Williams."
It's not about the Bears.
Hmm?
This isn't about the Bears.
I mean, they got the pick,
It's about Washington. He says Washington getting Caleb.
right? So, but you have to get him from the Bears.
They're going
right?
to get a quarterback. I don't think it's Caleb.
who? Washington?
Yeah, they'll either
Nah,
get
they're not getting.
They're not getting Caleb.
I
they'll
mean,
get
even though-
Daniels or kid out of North Carolina.
Nah, sure.
No, they're taking Drake May.
You think Drake?
There's
May?
no way Daniels goes too.
I feel
no
like-
way.
Daniels is climbing up the
I
board.
feel like
Didn't they
Patriots wouldn't let May go to. I feel like the Patriots would move up to get May.
Drake May.
Nah, I
He
can't see that
seems
either.
like a Patriots quarterback.
All right.
It's a different Patriots.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Gerard Mayo running that show now.
It's
I can see
a new
Gerard
show.
Mayo going and get Jaden Daniels.
That'd be
Now,
great.
that I can see.
All right, we'll see.
It's a new day in New England.
hope
We'll,
one of his
we'll,
fall.
we'll have a
Still
draft show
garbage.
coming up soon.
that'll be fun.
But moving on. Before we move on, did Travis Kelce invent the fade?
Man,
He even said
Bro,
that.
I'll walk
announced
off
it,
of
and
this,
I'm so
bro.
happy.
I'll walk off the show. I'll walk off my
Hey,
own show.
bro said, and you gonna ask me that on February 1st?
Right.
He said that?
Yeah,
He know.
he knew.
He's like, I just
How do
walked
you
in to
not
ask
cheer
for
for
number
that dude?
3.
He knew.
I'm not inviting him to the cookout or nothing like that, but I definitely cheer for the guy.
I like his brother better, but we'll move on.
Nah, I ain't with that.
All right, let's
His
take a
brother
quick-
ain't showing up with the paper plates with the foil on them.
Yeah, but I'm doing a shotgun with Jason Kelsey.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'll have
we
more
gonna
fun with
shotgun some
Jason.
beers
That is, you
together.
cutting the bag right there?
That's all he has for NFL.
For NFL.
So we'll go ahead and
okay.
take a quick break, and we'll jump into some NBA action.